Hello, I am Radhireddy Karri and my student ID is 8012372215. In this presentation, I am going to solve a problem on LERS. From the given table on the left hand side, we are going to find all the certain rules and possible rules by describing G in terms of A, F and C. Here, x1 to x6 are 6 objects. A, F, G, C are attributes and A1, A2, F1, F2 and so on are properties. G is going to be our decision attribute as we are going to describe G. X2 and X4 objects have the property G1. This is represented as shown in the table on the right hand side. G1 star is equal to set of objects X2 and X4. Similarly, we write the same for other properties. In the loop 1, we are going to write the certain rules and possible rules. In this case, we only have possible rules but not certain rules because none of A1, A2, F1, F2, C1, C2 are subsets of G1 or G2 or G3. Hence, we consider A1, A2, F1, F2, C1, C2 to be unmarked and write possible rules for the unmarked properties. For A1 implies G1, that is, we find the probability of occurrences of A1 and G1. In the first table, as we can see, A1 and G1 occurred together 2 times and frequency of G1 is 4. Hence, support is equal to 2 and confidence is equal to 2 by 4, that is 50%. Similarly, we calculate support and confidence for other rules. In loop 2, we take unmarked sets from loop 1 and generate rules by combining two element sets. The common object between A1 and F1 is X4 and the common objects between A1, F2 are X2, X3 and X6. Similarly, we write sets for other properties. Now these sets are checked with G1 and G2 sets if any of them are subsets. We observe that the set A1 F1 is subset of G1. Now A1 F1 implies G1 is marked and confidence is calculated and found out to be 100%. That means probability of occurrence of G1 property in an object where A1 and F1 occurs is 1. Similarly, we found out that A2 F1 implies G3 and A2 F2 implies G2 are also certain rules. Now, we find all the possible rules for the unmarked sets and find support and confidence as already discussed. We continue with our next loops until we don't find any unmarked sets describing G. In loop 3, as we can see, the intersection of A1, F1 and C2 is X4, which is already marked in loop 2. Hence, we are left with two sets A1 F2 C1 and A1 F2 C2, and certain rules and possible rules have been formulated as follows. We stop at loop 3 because there are no attributes left to be described in terms of G. Thank you.